And the Dukes headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. Bunch formation for these receivers. Wants to adjust the pattern. Here's Sellers to throw. Under fire. Makes the grab. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
And this is the kind of quarterback I want to build my offense around. I mean, guys that can scoot, extend plays. It makes the offensive line better, wide receivers better when you can do things like this and get completions down the field.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Chucked it away just as he was hit. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. And after that play got sideways, the intentional grounding brings up 2nd and long. Throwing, Sellers. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sellers. Complete to the left. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the first down, and dude chose to run out of bounds.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
I love the aggressive nature offensively there. It's 4th down, and you're going to try and go for it. And you have so much confidence in your quarterback to be able to make that play, come up with a good throw, keep the drive alive.
Has it, and he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
The Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Penn State!
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown.
You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. Looks as if the Hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the 1st quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
Offense in a bunch formation. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Looking to pass. It's Mayava. Caught in the backfield. It's Jackson. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3. The Dukes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
And that's the start you need on offense, right? The opening drive of the game, your defense allows a touchdown, so you got to come out firing, and it's good news to see the quarterback dialed in. Good read, good timing, accurate throw.
He caught it into the end zone. Touchdown, Dukes! doesn't get you with his arm, he'll get you with his legs, or he might get you with both of them.
It stinks, man. Having to defend a guy like this that just, you think you're going to get him in the pocket. You got to play the first play where he might be throwing the ball from the pocket, and then he scrambles, and now you're defending the run and the throw down the field. It's just, it's kind of like rush hour back in the day. Which one of y'all kicked me?
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. The offense changing the play. Sellers. Stepping to the right. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Back to pass on second down. Showing the arm strength down the left side. A full dive to haul that one in.
Oh, that is a sensational individual effort. Did you see how he dove and completely stretched out? The fact that he was able to reel that in is just unbelievable. I don't even think the head coach or quarterback can believe he was able to make that diving catch.
Back to throw, it's Sellers. Oh, they're after him. Got his man on the right.
You know, if you're going to complete some of these deep crossing patterns, the offensive line has got to be able to hold up because you know that receiver, it's going to take him time to get where he needs to be. So everybody up front really has to do a nice job of creating a clean pocket for the QB to throw from. Really good execution.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. 3rd and 3. Again, it's Sellers. Unleashes one deep. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
James Madison's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's going to fire into the gut of the defense. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Run in the red zone, it's Jackson. Smashes ahead. And he's in. Touchdown, Dukes. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you also try to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't happy.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Here's Sellers to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Johnson. He's out of bounds after the good pickup, and what a way to end the first period. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play, an interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on second down. Makes the catch. It's Harbor.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. And that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Sellers from the gun on third down. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
And let's
hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. The Nittany Lions are flying down the field. He might want another play. Throwing Sellers. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Sellers to the air again. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11.
They're running the curl route against zone coverage. The quarterback knows that's going to be a tight window. He's got to rifle that ball into his wide receiver. He does just that, and as a result, they pick up the first down.
Sellers. Looking for the score. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Operating in the red zone here on second down. To the air, it's Sellers. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Man, getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on second down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult third down.
Sellers lined up in the gun on third down. He's got the tight end. A big third down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. The field goal is no good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half.
Offense goes toss play to the right. Now, defensively, if you're going to stop these perimeter runs, your DBs better be able to get off blocks and go make a tackle. And right now, this secondary, they look like they're struggling trying to handle the run game.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. as well give it to him again. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Dropping back, it's Mayava. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
The run inside. It's Jackson. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5 plus. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Looking to throw on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Dukes come to the line needing just inches for the first down. How about that pursuit? They stop him right at the line of scrimmage, bringing up 4th down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Looking to the big tight end. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
Running inside, it's Jackson. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Got enough space. Touchdown, James Madison. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Gets it out nearly to the 35-yard line, corralled and brought down. They'll mark it at the 34. The Nittany Lions will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Here comes the Duke's offense, and we'll see what they have schemed up. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Mayava. Here's the pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. What kind of man is this free safety? Abandoning all responsibilities, and somehow he's rewarded for it. Oh, he was a lucky, lucky player there.
And you know what you do with coaches on the sideline? They quickly show you the iPad, and they're like, hey, what were you doing right here? Next time, if you don't get him on the ground, you're going to be in big trouble. But he got him on the ground. That's all that matters.
They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on 4th down.
Booster. Freeze.
Wide receiver going in motion. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
The Dukes will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. Hard running there.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Trying to impose their will with the run. Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
From the gun, the ground game. Could be an alley. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, James Madison. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They march 78 yards down the field, and they close the deal with a scintillating 52-yard jaunt to the house. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Might be changing the route. Here's Sellers to throw. Got his man on the outside. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play, because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Looking for a man. It's Sellers. And they get to the quarterback. And the Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line. Sellers from the gun on third down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it down the field. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. A big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Throwing Sellers. Rushes on him. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, no doubt that was the primary target the quarterback wanted, just not on the same page on that one.
Might be calling a hot route. Again, it's Sellers. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's brought down, but this interception, a huge play to end this quarter. We've come to the break, and James Madison is on top. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So 1st down will open up the final period. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Makes a catch. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Hard-hitting tackle.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a 1st down. And the Dukes will snap it on 1st and 10. Maybe some room here. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
The Dukes look to keep this drive humming. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware. But you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Back to throw. It's Mayava. Dances away. Got out of trouble and throws. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Penn State. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football, looking great. defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
And he makes the extra point. Trailing by a touchdown here in the fourth, they'll try to get it back with the onside kick. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Brings a return out across the 25. Gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. From the shotgun, the inside give. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. And the Dukes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his second catch so far in this game.
Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. Holding this 4th quarter lead, and they're going to try to finish it off with a gamble on 4th down. Gets the back moving. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. Makes a catch. 1st down and maybe a lot more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their 1st. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. The Dukes inside the final minute trying to drain the clock. Just feeds the running back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
This is a pretty easy situation for the offense right here, guys. We need one play. We need one run up front. O-line, we need you to come through for us and ice this game. They do a great job allowing that back to pick up the 1st.
Yeah, and it's just physicality up front. The big boys creating some space because the defense knew what was going on. They have to get a stop here or this football game is over. A lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. They can't get it done, and it is over.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
In situations like this, offensively, when you got the lead in the fourth quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about, what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to ensure that this doesn't happen next week.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.